We have with us Mr. Hassan Ali Jawad, Managing Director, United Securities, here to discuss their strategies and their contribution within the financial industry of Oman. Welcome, Mr. Jawad. How are you today? Great. Could you give us your opinion about the development activities in Oman leading up to the increased banking activities?
I think Oman has seen robust continuous growth over the years due to high oil prices. However, realizing that oil is not there all the time, so Oman had a vision of 2020, which now they have to align with 2020 vision. And they have taken, Oman has taken 3 major steps in that field. One of the major thing is the creating employment, which is real asset to the country. And second thing, that was a continuous growth and spending in infrastructure. And the third thing is Oman has started always, I mean, regulation has been there, but improving the regulation with a strong governance. And this shown, and also this is sort of proven by when MIF or EIU predicted a 4 to 4.2% growth, GDP growth of Oman. So I think this is a leading improvement of Oman, which reducing the dependency on oil sector.
Can you give us a brief overview of how the 2008 global slowdown has been an impact on the banking and asset management industry in Oman?
Sure. Being part of global financial system, I think everybody has been affected. But due to 2 factors, one, high oil prices and the government fast, quick response and realization from their point, I think this has saved Oman from a steep drop. Oman has taken a few steps in terms of banking. They have introduced, you call it swap window for extra liquidity for the banking. And also for MSM, they have introduced the Institution of Stabilization Fund, where we have seen the Muscat security market drop 65% within 6 months. And the profitability of investment companies has again dropped substantial amount. But providing this liquidity window, swap window, and also continuous spending of on infrastructure. In fact, Oman has spent 1.9 billion Omani riyals in 2013 compared to 1.5 billion, which is 26% growth in infrastructure. I think this has given a big boost to the economy to survive. So this is, and what I said earlier, because we're expecting a growth of 4.2, but in fact, the real growth was 5%. So I think that was one of the issues. And from 2008 to 2012, the government investment expenditure were around $2.68 billion on average of these 5 years. So I think this given a good strength to Oman economy.
How did United Securities overcome the challenges in the past 5 years leading up to 2013?
I think that's a good question. United Securities has been in the business for 20 years now. We try not to lose our focus. We always consider ourselves sailing on the water, and we expect rough sea and normal calm sea. So basically, what we did to avoid all these things, we continue our policies of balanced investment, less risky investment, and at the same time creating slowly but surely new products and new arenas for the clients. So basically, we are preparing ourselves not to get into this ditch by creating balance balance asset management. At the same time, we reduced leveraging in the slow period because still we didn't know what's happening in 2008 and further on. So I think this is the major steps we have taken just to continue, because in bad times you don't know what will happen. So it's better to be safe rather than sorry.
What has been your focus within the brokerage and asset management industry in Oman?
I think brokers and investment are a major part of Oman's, United Securities. What we do usually, we try to broaden our base, be in brokerage, be in asset management, at the same time diversifying the product. Like we started with very small local market, and then we expanded in GCC. We have our own brokerage arm in Egypt, and now also we are in the US market. So I think these are the things which continuous, slow, but sure development. It gives you diversification. It gives you confidence to the client that no, we are moving ahead from small company to big company. And I think last night's awards been a proof that we are continuously improving. Yeah.
How is United Securities different within the areas of brokerage and asset management?
I think all the companies, to be fair, are different from each other. But for us to be different, beside what I said earlier, we have a compass we follow. We don't go off the compass. And our, honestly, main thing is our customer and our ethics. So we make sure that our ethics are in all the time, and our wording is always, for my income is a secondary. First is the customer. If he wins, automatically my win comes, or my income comes from that. So I think this is our advantage.
So what is your current focus going forward, and also tell us a bit about your expansion plans?
Sure. I think beside what we are expanding on our normal business of brokerage and asset management, in 2011 we have created the UGCC fund. And also our most important is to diversify in that segment. So in 2014 we are coming more funds, like we are coming a balance fund, growth fund, So more focus is going toward funds, because you give opportunity to people who cannot enter directly to the market. And as I said earlier, that if I'm broadening my base of 50 global platforms, I don't expect people to go directly to these platforms. So as a new tool, we'll be creating funds. So this gives opportunity for different categories of clients. Yeah. So basically 2014 onward will be our target.
Mr. Jawad, thanks a lot for taking time and explaining your strategies and your contributions to the financial industry in Oman. Thank you.
Thank you.
This is Steve Martin from International Finance Magazine.